Now this is the video I wanted to make. I've missed you.
I miss you, Mama.
Remember a couple of weeks ago I done a video titled, well, it was on the thumbnail, this is not the video I wanted to make. The video I wanted to make is the one I am making now. The one where I get to tell you guys we are now the legal guardians of little Mina. We are. The documents are signed. Me and Neenee are parents at the ripe old age of 58 and 53. So what does that mean? It means until the age of 18, Mina is solely in our care. We make all the decisions for her health, education and well-being. Nobody can take her from us. Parents, grandmother, any of the other family has to arrange with us when to visit, and us agree with that. Like that. Oi, oi. This has all been signed off not only by the grandmother, the mother, the father, but also the Nongbouathong, a representative of the government up there, both Neenee and myself, and our Nongbouathong down here. So the law is on our side, guys. Mina is solely in our care. We make all the decisions for her and her upbringing. Chinese troop carriers. Let me stress, guys, when I say the government is on our side, we haven't ripped Mina away from her family. All parties do agree. The father, the mother, the grandmother, they do want the best for young Mina. And we're going to be there helping out her little brother also. So it is a win-win for everybody. We just had to get that documentation in place, so there can't be any interruptions, unforeseen interruptions between now and when she's 18 to her education, health and well-being. You know what I mean? Without that documentation, you're leaving yourself open for, if there's any blow-ups, just being used as a pawn like children usually are. You know what I mean? I covered it all in the last video.
Mango.
Mango.
Đó rồi.
Save me some. Into all the nectar and mango, mum.
Đó thì Papa kia nè.
What have we got left? Come on.
Kia thì quay lại. Đây Papa kia nè luôn.
Come on, there you go. You can have it. I'm done with you. You guys who have been following this story, we only picked Mina up to take her on the southern tour with us to give her grandma a break. and we were going to return her and, you know, follow her education there. Make sure she goes, you know, pay for a schooling, uniform, everything she required to go to school. But after picking her up and her on that trip with us, well, you guys have seen what she's like. You guys have fallen in love with the little girl also. Only a few days into the trip, we just knew there is no going home for her. You know, she really needs to be in this environment here and go to a good school. But as you know, there were a few little hiccups along the way. All that's been ironed out now. As I said, the documents are signed. Mina has a little brother, Moan. He's about 3, maybe going on to 4. We will be looking after his education in Mung Hom. You know, we will be funding his schooling there from afar. You'll find that it's not uncommon for parents in Laos to give their children to other family members for a better shot at life, for a better education, closer to work, things like that, just to break that poverty cycle. So later on in life they're in a better position to be able to take care of the family in whole. Yeah, so if some of you guys aren't familiar with the story, I'll whack some videos up here, up along the top there. Just check out the backstory to find out, you know, how it all started, how we met Mina and got to where we are today. You know, some people were perplexed about the father taking her back. You know, I don't blame him for taking him back. You know, who would give up their little girl? But not all circumstances are the same, are they? So, yeah, you nearly had it then. You did. No. Yeah. Try again. Yeah. You got it, mate. You just turned around. The end of last week, Mina arrived here. Her auntie and uncle brought her down, and it's like she hadn't been gone. It hadn't, but she wasn't 100%, and she went to bed early that night. The next day she had a fever. Her muscles were aching and she was sleeping a lot. So we ended up taking her into the clinic and they run some blood tests on her. They actually suspected dengue fever.
You tell me, but just a little bit hurt.
Just a little bit hurt. Yeah.
But fucking hurt.
Is that how it translates?
Yeah.
They just had to take her blood. They're suspecting dengue. And they did not get the needle in first go, did they? It took about 3 tries. Pushing it in, pulling it out. She's squeezing my hand off. The tears streaming down her face. The blood test came back okay. There, you know, wasn't COVID, wasn't dengue. Her red blood cell count was good. Her white blood cell count was good. And they just gave us something for a fever and the usual, plenty of fluids. Within 3 days she was good, but she did miss those first few weeks of school. You know, as I don't know if you guys know, but school is off from June to the end of August here. So it went back the beginning of September. She missed the first couple of weeks. And then it was on to school, guys, on to school. You know, before she had returned to Mung with her family, we had even secured her a spot at this private school, and we didn't cancel that. we were praying that things would turn around, and they did. You know, a lot of you guys were very optimistic, saying, you know, she'll be back, and yous were right, yous were. But going to school, you know, she was so excited to get there, to go there, but on picking her up after that first day, she wasn't as excited as when we first dropped her off. And we did speak to the teacher, and makes us really wonder whether she had gone to school at all previously, because for her age, she turned 6 in April. She is a small 6, isn't she? I thought she was a year younger than that, but she's 6, and at the level of what her peers are, you know, in the same class, she is way behind. She doesn't know her characters, her letters, her Lao letters, and therefore doesn't know how to write. When we were travelling, I showed you her writing skills. That was her tracing over little faintly light dots, so that's why it was neat. She doesn't know her letters, didn't know her numbers, and she is way behind her peers. There was talk of actually repeating her, putting her down a class, but the principal doesn't want to do that yet. He wants to try one term in a special class. They go to school at 8 or 8:20, finish at 4:20. 4:20 is knockoff. She will stay back for 40 minutes before starting another class now at 5 to 6 o'clock. Then we pick her up. That is a long day, isn't it? From 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock. But upon learning this, Neenee has been incredible. She's been helping her with her writing, helping her with her numbers every afternoon. Neenee is in there coaching her. You know, I can't write now or anything like that. Yeah, and me and her are still having a little difficulty communicating, but yeah, Neenee is over the moon. She has her little girl, and we are happy. Can you tell? Can you tell? Neenee's out here doing mum shit, aren't ya?
Yeah, this Genie's job.
More Genie's job, is it?
Genie's job, this one. I never do this for a long time.
ให้ไปกินอีก
เอาลองเบิ่งได้บ่ลองเบิ่ง
อยากดู YouTube ของมาม่า
ลองเบิ่งก่อน She miss YouTube.
She missed YouTube. You got homework, girl. Welcome to homework.
พอดีแล้วบ่นี่นะแม่นบ่โอ้เย้พอดีเลย
Woo!
นี่ถึงลงก็ลงเลย
Yeah, it's not going to come off now.
She can run now.
She can run around.
Yeah.
When did it break? Did it break early on in the day?
มันขาดตอนใดลูก
ฮะ
เขาก็มื้อนี้มันขาดตอนใดตอนกินข้าวแล้วกันหรือว่า
In the morning or afternoon?
ว่า
มัน
ตอนอันนั้นตอนแบบนี้แหละ
บ่ตอนลูกกำลังเรียนตอนเช้าบ่หรือตอนแลงมันขาดค่ะ
บอสตอนนาใส่ไปน่ะตอนใส่ไปแล้วนาก็นั่งเขียนแล้วนาก็ออกไปดิ้นน้ำหมูแล้วนากับหมูก็เต้นเพลงนี้
อ๋อ
When?
After study and
แล้วมันก็
and go outside and dance with friends
And then,
That's
and then your dress fell off.
ลูกเต้นแบบไหนลูกเต้นแบบไหนเต้นในเมืองไหน
อันนั้นมูฟ้าใสของนาน่ะมูฟ้าใสของนายแบบนี้โอ้โห
ลูกเต้นน้องพา
ในแบบนี้โอ้โอ้
ขาไม่ได้ขาดเลยว่ะบ่
ในแบบนี้แหละมันเซ็งหลายเนี่ยมันเซ็งแบบนี้
Shook your dress off.
นายเต้นน่ะ
But yeah, that's what's happening, guys. She's got a lot of catching up to do, and we'll see how she progresses at the end of this term. But all this week she's been staying behind, and I've picked her up a couple of times myself, and she'll bolt out of that room with a big smile on her face. She enjoys this class. She comes home and then she studies more. She loves actually learning. She does. You know, because she, you know, yeah, she didn't know her characters. It doesn't mean she's stupid, does it? You know, it just means she wasn't schooled. You know, which comes back to what's happening in these poor village schools. You know, are they just being left behind? Are these students being taught properly, or did Mina not go? We don't know. It doesn't matter anyway now, because she's here. We are taking care of that. We will fix that. So yeah, it's not like she's having trouble learning things. She is catching up. How quick she can catch up is another story, and will it leave her behind? We don't know. But as I was all for her repeating the class, you know, just so she wouldn't fall behind those others, always sort of be behind. But so as you can see here, guys, we got her own little desk, because Neenee and I, you know, when we're both in there editing, so she's just not out in the house by herself. She can come in and do her homework while we're there editing. We've stuck it on the end of our desk, and yeah, she enjoys the time just being in there with us when we're working and she's working. And I can't get over how much she'll run into the house, you know, and get changed, and then she's getting the books out, and her and Neenee's in there, you know, going over her writing, going over her letters. Neenee's counting to her, you know, doing addition and subtraction, and how much the little girl does want to learn. It's incredible. I'm getting to do things that I missed out with my children, you know, and I'm sure, you know, some of you guys did also, and maybe mothers who are watching this, you know, if you're working a lot when they are at that little age, which I was, you know, I'd be starting work at 6 or 7 o'clock and wouldn't be home till 5. They were getting ready for school and getting home after school. While I wasn't there, I didn't get to see any of this, didn't get to pick them up, didn't get to drop them off at school. I'm not dropping Mina off. Neenee gets up and gets her to, you know, gets a lunch and a breakfast and takes her to school, and it's my job. I'll go in there of an afternoon and I'll pick her up, and the parents are waiting outside the classroom, you know, and they're sort of looking through the window, and just her looking up, the look on her face, Papa, when the bell rings. I'm sure I'm just boring you guys, but yeah, that hole has been refilled, and Mina is here to stay. How is it going to affect our videos going forward, you know, our travel and that? You guys, I don't think you will notice a difference. We've always travelled in the wet season. In the wet season, June till September, end of August, school is on holiday, so she will be travelling with us. The other time of year that we do travel is around Christmas time, beginning of January. We'll have to sort something out there, because we use, you know, going to make it a habit of going up to the Hmong New Year in Ponsvan. Really enjoyed that. I'm not sure if they have any time off over that period. Whether we get in touch with the teacher and find out what lessons to actually teach her, because Neenee is great like that, or whether she stays home for a week or so that we're away and just continues her schooling. Just want to thank you guys for all the support after me putting that video up, you know, because I was down as you could see, it wasn't an enjoyable time for me. You really do get attached to little ones like that, don't you? You know, and she's something special, Mina. She is. So it is great to have her back, and you will all get to see her grow and the person she will become. Just on another note about her education, the teacher did say she's excellent with her communication skills, her how social she is, you know, which just brings me back to she spent a lot of time around people, you know, talking and things like that, which made me think that she hadn't been to school. I don't know. We don't know. And like I said, it's irrelevant now, isn't it? You know, but yeah, she isn't slow. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. You know, she isn't behind because she's not smart. She is a very switched on little girl who has just been left behind a little bit. Now we're giving her that opportunity to catch up, you know, and with the support of Patreon and all my subscribers and viewers, you know, everybody who watches these videos contribute to the life that we're able to give Mina through watching my videos. You know, whether you're a patron, you know, you send money now and again through PayPal, or whether you're just viewing and liking the video, all that helps, you know. And as I've said in the past, everybody contributes in their own little way, you know, and you all do. And for that, we both, Neenee and I, thank you. We couldn't do any of this without yous, without all of you. So thank you very much, guys. Still a ways to go on the went blank then, the big wet southern tour, the southern tour, in search of Cookie Girl, searching for Cookie Girl, searching for Cookie, was it searching for Sugar Man? Well, the search for Sugar Man, well, it's searching for Cookie Girl in S.E.Asia. If you're wondering what the hell am I talking about, Todd, remember, it was just over 2 years, February 2021, we went to S.E.Asia, our southern tour, coming up from the islands down there. We stopped at the Atipo Dam Disaster Village, S.E.Asia, and we were handing out care packages, and there was the little girl asking, can I have a cookie in Lao? And I didn't understand her, and I didn't give her one. There you go. Bye, Lada. Bye bye. Oh, into the cookies already. I'm sorry, honey. Well, that video is coming up. We're back in S.E.Asia, and we're feverishly running around trying to track this little girl down. Whether she still lived there or not, we had no idea. Had no idea what happened to her. That's coming up in a few days, guys. You gotta watch that.
I love you, Mommy. My sweet Mommy. You make me happy when I am sad. I always have you inside my heart. When I am cheer with you and you happy.